Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing an update. I have not done an update since last November-ish. I had lost 20 pounds. I was doing macro counting, and so I did that for 3 months and had lost 20 pounds and I was feeling great. I had got down to my lowest weight of 184, and then I fell off the wagon like most people do. I got into this really weird funk where I even stopped going to the gym, and that never happens. Like in all my years that I've been weight training, which I think I had started back in 2010, I never stopped working out, regardless if I would gain 10 pounds or 5 pounds or lose 15 pounds, whatever it was. I always maintained going to the gym because weight training was just my therapy. I really enjoyed it. I was like ashamed to go back to the gym. I didn't want to go back to the gym knowing I had gained 15, 20 pounds back. Today's July 28th. I could probably count on one hand how many times I've gone to the gym in the last 3 months. But anyway, so what I'm here to talk about is the keto diet. And I actually did keto several years ago. I never talked about it when I came back to YouTube. I didn't mention it, but about 4 years ago, I did keto and I lost 30 pounds in the first 3 months. And actually, I think the first month is when I had lost 15 pounds, but I was still going to the gym then. I was still working out, lifting heavy. And I actually did keto for about 2 years. And I maintained that weight loss when I was on keto. But of course, the minute you come off keto and you start eating the carbs again, you slowly gain. I probably gained a good 10 or 15 pounds of that back until I went back to macro counting again. With keto, I loved it. I thought it was really easy for me to follow it. I did get a little bit carried away with like the artificial sweeteners, and I was doing a lot of baking. And I know that that's where the carb creep can be. So this time around, I chose not really to use any sweeteners. I'm not doing any of the baking. I'm not even making the keto breads, any of that. For the last 30 days, I've been strict keto. When I look at my carbs, I would say that they're varying anywhere between 20 and as high as 35 total carbs. And I've been a little bit stricter this past week. I'm going to Hawaii in a couple of days. So that was the main reason why I was starting keto. In 1 month's time, my starting weight was 210 pounds. And I ended 1 month on keto at 199.4. So that's 10.6 pounds. And I do plan on continuing with keto. This is not just a quick fix for me. Like I said, it's a lifestyle change for me because I did do it for 2 years and loved it. I have a family history of diabetes. My mother's a diabetic, my grandmother was a diabetic, and my great-grandmother. So obviously there's generational diabetes there. So I want to try to prevent becoming a diabetic myself. My mother also has some heart issues, so now we know that heart disease runs in her family, and so that's something else for me to look out for. I just really love the way I feel on keto. I'm gonna go ahead and share my photos right now. I don't actually see a huge change, and I did take my photos without clothing on because I feel like maybe my stomach is really the place I'm going to see the fat loss. When I did my measurements at the beginning, my bust was 43 inches, my waist was 44 inches, and my hips were 44. My thighs were 22, and my biceps were 14.5. On today's measurements, my bust is 42.5, so I only lost half an inch there. My waist did go down to 39, so from 44 to 39, and I lost 1 inch off of my hips and 1 inch off of my thighs, and my biceps are the same, so these flabby arms are the same. My second week of keto, I started intermittent fasting, and I actually enjoyed it. I didn't have a problem with it. I started off doing the 16-8. And then my third week, I did 24. I did 3 days a week of 24. And this past week, I only did 2 days of 24. And actually, I didn't lose any weight between today's weigh-in and a week ago. I don't know why I didn't lose any weight, because I actually decreased my calories a little bit, but I'm not really worried about it. I know that I'm still losing inches and the weight will come. And actually, I think 10 pounds in 1 month is really great, considering that it took me 3 months to lose 20 pounds when I was doing my macro counting. So 10 pounds in 1 month is actually not a bad thing. Like I said, I am going to Hawaii in a couple of days. I do plan on sticking to keto as much as possible. I'm gonna be gone for a week. So I figured that is gonna be the time when I'm probably not gonna be perfect plan eating 20 to 30 grams of total carbs. I'm probably going to be at the higher end, maybe even 50 grams a day. I want to try to do my best to stick to keto as much as possible without totally denying myself. I'm not into purchasing like the electrolyte supplements and all of that. I've just been following Dr. Ken Berry. He has, him and his wife have a recipe for, it's like a lime juice Keto drink. So that's what I've been making every night to keep my electrolytes up. That's been one thing that I did have a problem with the first time I was on keto, and why I came off of keto actually. My leg cramps were horrific. I was working out really hard at the gym and not getting cramps at the gym. I would get them late at night when I was asleep, and it was horrible. It didn't matter how much I was using that magnesium calm supplement, how much sodium I was supplementing, I was still getting really bad leg cramps, to the point where that's what made me give up on keto. So this time I decided I was going to be smarter about it, and I was really going to try to get those electrolytes in. So I have been making that Keto drink every night. I also use a topical magnesium oil every morning after I get out of the shower. I let it absorb on my legs for about 30 minutes. And honestly, I have not gotten one leg cramp since I've been on keto. So that's really exciting. I'm still researching whether or not I want to do a beef and butter fast before I go to Hawaii. So today is Sunday. I actually leave for Hawaii on Thursday. And so that would give me, I have about 4 days that I could do the beef and butter fast if I want to. I'm still doing research on it. The only thing is I would like to record my update after I do the beef and butter fast, and I wouldn't be able to do that until I come back. So I might just hold off on that and do that maybe after I do my vacation, and that probably would be best in case I do for some reason splurge and get knocked out of ketosis. Which, speaking of ketosis, when I was doing intermittent fasting, my ketone levels were decent. I was always above 0.5, and then before I would break my fast, I think the highest I ever got was 1.3. But for some reason, the last 2 days, my morning ketones have only been 0.4. So I'm not even in ketosis. And it's very frustrating because even my carb count yesterday was only 22 grams. So I should have been in ketosis, but I'm not. I only test in the morning. To be fair, I should be testing maybe later on in the evening before bed or something, just to see. There's my update for 1 month. I am down 10 pounds and ready to keep on going. I'll probably post an update after I get back from vacation, and I do plan on doing that beef and butter fast. So make sure that you subscribe if you're not subscribed, and like this video if you liked it. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.